Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the interview questions and answers. So today we are going to talk about how to answer what are your weaknesses in interview question. Most of the professionals, they have been struggling to handle this question. So today I want you to pay attention so that you cannot fail to handle or to face the same issue by failing to answer this question. What are your weaknesses? That is an interview question. One of the questions that you should expect an interview is to tell me about your weakness. And this question is very common, whether interviewed for any level job. So how can you go about this question? Remember, before you attend any interview, you have to question yourself some barriers so that you can be challenged during an interview time. So as I said, this question is common. So now, how can you go about this question or answering this question? To the interviewer that indeed you have a weakness. Interviewee, as you know, everyone and every person must have weakness. That is why you cannot say no, that you don't have any kind of weakness. You are deceiving. So you have to answer that question or this question clearly and remember to convince the interviewers. As you have said that you have weakness, you may say, as I have weakness, but it is not a weakness that can drag you down. Yes, it is not a weakness which can drag you down, which can push you down. So I'm going to tell you step by step on how you can approach this very important interview so that you can be able to handle the question. But before I give you the answer on how you can go about the question, you first say, after you have received, after you have confirmed, after you have accepted that you have a weakness, some weakness, you may say, thank you for that question. I have been working as an accountant for the last 6 years, and recently I have started to do reports, and I have found that I need to use more Excel, and the area I need to improve is the area of Excel, but for the next 1 month I should be able to improve. Simple like that. So when you give such answer, someone thought you talk about your career, even job. You talk about what you do. Yes, you have to state your career, and your job, which you are doing that very time. And even though the gap exists, it is better to know the gaps. Yes, for example, I can bring some example to the teachers. If you are a teacher and you don't know how to make lesson plans, schemes of work, so you have to know that gap before the head teacher, especially in charge of studies, to come and check what you are doing. You have to rebuild the gap. So allow me continue. You have to know the gap exists. You don't need to tell people that you don't need to tell people you're perfectionism. You are what, just keep it. What you need to do is just only to keep it. Answer that question as a professional, not you as an individual. Yes, right? So as I conclude some points to note, as I conclude, there's some note which you can be able to take care of. Don't mention a weakness which is irrelevant. Personal issue, personal weakness for the role of advanceable for the Excel. Yes, you have to talk about Excel. It is a part of work. Remember, before attending, go through job description. Well, such that whatever gap you have in professional, if not a key for the job, remember to keep it professional. Always keep it professional. Remember, you are there to sell your skills, your talent, the personal issue. Keep them away. No need of to tell the interviewers personal issues that I don't know how to use Excel, I don't know how to use Word, I don't know how to use what and the want, I don't know how to make a report. So those personal issues, leave it, keep them. Yes. So you think after mentioning all those that I don't know how to use Excel, I don't know that, don't be sure that you're going to scale at that kind of job. Yes. That I'm raising on this, mentioning what? Please don't tell interviewers in search of those